I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hello, everyone's. I'm here for Married to Medicine Season 6, Episode 3. Now, y'all, I'm about tired of Toya and her entitlement that she has going on, but we're going to get to that in a minute. Dr. Contessa tells Dr. Scott that she thinks her dad is getting worse. When he got off the plane, he slept in the airport for 4 hours straight. That's why she couldn't make it to Toya and Eugene's party. Like her daddy was just like that little bit of plane ride. He just slept for 4 hours. So she had to sit there with him while he slept, then make it back home. And she thinks he's getting worse. And she doesn't know if he's taking his medication, if something else is wrong with him and he's just not telling. Is he taking his medication, like I said? She's like, they are dealing with real life things, work, kids, sick fathers. She just can't stop every time Toy decides, let me throw a party. Hey, my line got cut. Let's have a party for this. Hey, my son's tooth fell out. Let's have a party for this. Hey, I got me some new weave. Let's throw a party for this. She's like, I can't just drop every time you have a frivolous party. We have real life things to deal with. I have my daddy to deal with. I'm like, yes, Contessa, you dealing with a sick parent. I can't just be like, you know what? Hold on, daddy. Let me go ahead. I know you just got off the plane and you've been, sleeping at the airport for a few hours. Let me roll you into the corner, chuck daddy the deuce, and go on about her business because Toya has a party. Hold on, daddy. I know you need help upstairs to go lay down, but let me call Toya right quick because she having a party right now. It don't work like that, Toya. It just don't. So Heavenly's trying to have a little paintball session with herself, Dr. Jackie, and Quad. I guess she feels like if she'll be the guinea pig. If Quad, you need to take out your frustrations on Dr. G, you can use me as that, you know, person. But Quad don't even show up. But Jackie, she knows what Quad is going through, and the group feels that like if you going through these things, at least talk to the person who's going through this too. Dr. Jackie says that she appreciated, her friends being there for her while she was going through the infidelities that she had in her marriage last season. She appreciated that, but she doesn't, Quiet is not in that same space. But she's like, we just want to we just want to love on you, Quiet. Tell you that we are here for you. We are your friends. You just got to let us in. They see her all on social media, socializing with other people. She's just not talking to them. So Dr. Contessa's dad says that the doctor thinks it's cancer. He said he's not gonna go through any type of treatment until the doctor tells him straight on that hey, this is cancer. She's worried because her mom went through this. Like I don't know if she said her mom died from cancer, but her mom had cancer. And it's like on top of this, like dad has Crohn's disease, which means every time he has a seizure, there's more and more scar tissue, which makes, trying to get an actual diagnosis even more hard. And that's hard on him. Like she's going through things and she ain't got time for Toya and her theatrics and her being mad and thinking like you should just stop what you're doing to help me and say hi to me and what I got going on. So we're moving over to Mariah. Her daughter Lauren, she's growing up. She's a teenager now, and she feels that like all the clothes that my bride buys her baby. Like she's starting high school, and she still has this baby face where everybody thinks she's younger than what she is. She's like, you know how frustrating it is to go to a store and they automatically want to show you to the kitty section. Or if I'm going to the restaurant, they want to ask me, do I want a kids menu? Now, y'all, I go through that on a daily basis almost. If I'm out somewhere, people automatically assume that I am a teenager. I am all of 33 years old, but I can pass for a 16-year-old. I kid you not. One time, me, my brother, sister-in-law, my little sister, and my nephew went to Golden Corral, and they thought me and my sister-in-law needed a kid menu. Not a kid menu, but a kid drink. No, we in our mid 20s. We don't need no kid drink. But I understand that how that is. Like, people assuming that you were younger than what you are. And I guess she feels that, hey, if I get a more teenage wardrobe, people won't see me as the little girl that I am. Whereas, like, Chad, I know exactly what you're going through, because when I was in high school, I still looked like a little girl, like I'm in middle school or something like that. And she was like, but the thing is, when I was in high school, some of my friends was out here having sex and getting pregnant. And Lucy thought that the solution to that was me getting on birth control, which I, side on her about, like, that's disrespectful because I'm not even out here having sex, but you assuming that I'm out here doing that. But she's like, I don't want you going out here doing that thing, none of that neither. I was like, yeah. I'm telling you, I went to my cousin's spelling bee at an elementary school, and I could have walked right in line with some of the kindergartners. Because I'm 5'2.5". I'm part of the short crew, so them kids, I don't know what the kids eating these days, but them kids in elementary school, I was like, y'all look like y'all in middle school, high school. Like, I could have fit in, I could have stood in line with the doggone kindergarten class and sat in there, and people would have been none the wiser. So let's move over to Toya and Eugene. They're looking for their forever home. I'm like, I don't know who moves more on these shows, Mimi from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta or Toya and Eugene. They looking, I guess, since they done got everything set up with the IRS and the real estate issues, they doing good right now. But they looking at houses got elevators, which y'all need an elevator for real. But anyways, I can see having a house with a pool, but that house got 2 islands, an elevator, a pool, but it's $2.9 million. Now they budget's in for $2 million. But she's like, why would you show us this house when we can't afford it? We sticking with $2 million. We not going over budget like that. But Eugene, I'm like, Eugene, what we're not gonna do is have you out here working extra shifts and doggone and working yourself into high blood pressure like you was before when y'all was trying to pay off these debts. But I did appreciate Toya. She wasn't gonna be like, well, I guess we could. You could go out here and work some more and make some more money. She's like, nah, I ain't trying to have you out here working yourself into high blood pressure. I was like, yeah, that's good. We don't need to. The people, we know y'all got money. You don't have to big. You don't have to have the biggest house out of all your friends. It ain't but what, four of y'all, maybe five of y'all. Y'all don't need all that space. But then again, I shouldn't be counting y'all money. Who am I to count y'all money? So Dr. Heavenly is gonna have a crab boil for her and her crew. Now, Dr. Simone, me and you, we here. Cause why is it that you out here and drop the crabs on the ground and just picking them up and putting them in a pot like it ain't nothing? You ain't even tried to rinse them bad boys off not once. We not putting doggone the crab that been on the ground straight in the pot and expecting people to eat them. That's what we not gonna do. And I don't know why as the group thinks that we got to jump through hoops to please Toy, because when Dr. Contessa got there, she was like, she was already kind of side-eyeing Toya, like, I had issues. I had things going on. I got a sick daddy. Was like, well, Toya, she expects everybody to make a phone call and at least say why you couldn't come. My daddy was asleep in the airport for 4 hours. My daddy is sick. My daddy possibly has cancer. He already has Crohn's disease. I was not going to check my daddy to deuce and tell him to roll himself into the corner while I go to Toya's party. Dr. Scott was there for both of us. He took my place of being there. He was my stand-in. He let him know. He let y'all know that I couldn't be there. That should have been enough. That's what I'm feeling. But Choir finally gets there, and they gotta ask her where she been at. How come you ain't reached out to us? And this is when Dr. Kessler takes the opportunity, like, it's a double standard because my daddy been sick. Ain't nobody reached out to me. But Toy, yeah, I heard you had so much stuff to say. You was out here clucking so much at your party, at that whack party you had going on. Say it to me now, because I'm going through things. I just can't be dropping everything at the whim every time you feel like let's have one of these frivolous parties. They go into it. What's her name? Dr. Simone's talking about some. They all got things going on, but they didn't found time to spend time together. Dr. Heavenly talking about we feel that we being locked out for you. Mariah tries to get Quad her purse. Quad's like, just take it over there. And Mariah's like, excuse me, I'm gonna do what now? But Mariah, Quad is going through some things. I can't talk today, y'all. She's having some issues right now. But I did like that Dr. Contessa told Heavenly, we're not going to push Quiet. This is your house. Don't push Quiet to the side. Mariah was like, look here. She did kind of hit Quiet for a minute. And Quiet was looking like, see, I ain't never put my hands on you. And I liked that Mariah took her in the room. Was like, look here, this is me you talking to. Let it out and let it out. Now I was like, see, this is the Mariah that we like. We ain't liking always being shady towards everybody, Mariah. But Quiet feels that she doesn't feel the sisterly bond from everybody. While Mariah and Dr. Contessa and Dr. Heavenly trying to get her together, Dr. Simone and Toya, they over there making them a plate. I'm like, yo, I know we mad right now, but your girl is going through some things. Can we stop for a minute? I mean, I love crab legs like the next person, but can we stop for a minute and think about Quad right now? But they wasn't. So that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or video response. And like I always, I thank my subscribers and the people watching the video. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.